Across the Hudson River from New York is the Garden State, New Jersey. Most New Yorkers had been there. They claim New Jersey isn't a state, it's a state of mind. If they ever wanted to get there, they could cross over the George Washington Bridge, take the tunnels, or ride the tubes. Few of them, however, avail themselves of this cultural opportunity. Besides Princeton University, it has a number of nightclubs. Some of them may not be plush cows compared to New York, but the customers are pretty much the same. Particularly a joint called Rouge d'Or. The owner, Fats Tyler, think that means the red door.
Okay, that's enough. I'm going to change.
Della. Della, wait a minute.
The answer is still no.
Della. Look, you've got to help me. Just one more time. I promise I won't never do it again.
The answer is no, no, no. You've been playing the ponies again, and I'm not bailing you out. I've sold and hocked everything we ever had. Except I've got this week's rent money, and I'm not giving you that.
Della, will you listen to me? This time it's different. Look, I'm not just dreaming this thing up, you know.
Stew in your own juice. I'm all through worrying for you. It just doesn't do any good.
I'm telling you, this is a very, very good price. On Times Square, $6 a pair. Yeah, look, I'm giving it to you for $3. What do you want?
Why didn't you get lost, Very? They're not interested in your hot merchandise.
Hot? Hi. What are you talking about? This is very, very respectable merchandise. Hey, Chinchilla, I got something very, very nice for you, huh?
You got nothing for me.
Yeah? Hey. Very, very cheap. Paris lingerie.
Where'd you steal this? In a 5 and dime? I wouldn't be caught dead in it. Now, will you beat it? I've got to get dressed.
Oh, wait a minute. Listen.
You, living here now, Buckets?
Yeah, if necessary.
Never saw you up so early before.
I'm on business, Fats. You got any complaints?
Not if it's business.
You got it, O'Brien?
No, I ain't got the dough, Buckets.
You ain't got it. I told you to have it. I want it now.
Buckets, I tried.
Now, look. I'll be back tonight, understand? And you have that dough ready.
My hand. You busted my hand, you goon! I'll get you, Buckets. To help me, I'll get you. You won't have to come looking for me. I'll find you. And when I find you, I won't have no dough either. I'll have a gun.
Oh, baby. Baby.
The next day, Della called me. It seems O'Brien had looked up Buckets all right, or somebody else had. Somebody O'Brien preferred with a .38. Buckets was full of holes, and O'Brien was in a New Jersey pokey, all set to be indicted. The Jersey cops were satisfied, cut and dry. Della wasn't happy, though. I could understand that. So I was on my way to see O'Brien. Not because of the $35 which Della had saved for their room rent, but because I remembered Della when she'd been plain little old Gladys Burns on the Lower East Side. Before she'd married O'Brien and they'd put together an act, I'd taken her out to some block dances.
Mike, I swear to you, I didn't shoot Buckets.
Yeah.
Look, all right, I did a lot of other things. I'll stand up and be counted when the time comes. I played the ponies, I gambled, I ran up a tab I shouldn't have. A lot of things, but I didn't kill Buckets Marbury.
You threatened to. You yelled out enough that everybody in the club
Sure I did. He smashed my hand, didn't he? Hey, my fingers are like mush. Can't play the piano, can't make a living no more.
So you got mad and
Sure I got mad, but I didn't kill him.
If anybody did that to me, I'd kill him.
All right, but I didn't. Mike, you gotta believe me.
Suppose you try and convince me, huh?
Look, somebody took a gun, my gun, from my dressing room. I didn't have it, Mike. I even tried to go out and get another one. I wandered all over town.
Where'd you go? You got an alibi?
No. I was broke. I finally got bushed and I went home. There wasn't any point in my going back to the club. I couldn't play the piano. Mike, somebody, I don't know who, but somebody took my gun. And they killed Buckets Marburg.
Okay, kid, I'll see what I can do.
If O'Brien was telling the truth, then one fact stuck out like a sequoia tree in a subway. Whoever killed Buckets Marburg had been in the club when O'Brien had hollered his threats and had been able to get O'Brien's gun out of his dressing room. I knew the Jersey cops figured they had the case on ice. Maybe they did, but I had some ideas of my own.
Come in. Mike. Oh, Mike, it's so good to see you.
Yes, baby, I'm sorry it's not like old days in the block.
Oh, Mike. Have you talked to Briney yet? You can get him out, can't you, Mike?
Yeah, I talked to Brian, and I talked to the police, too. That's why I was so late. Come on, sit down.
You know, doll, your husband's in a bit of a spot. But if we're lucky, we'll get some breaks. At least I hope so. Now, you tell me everything you know about Buckets Marburg.
Oh, he was a real crumb. The most. Buckets was a small-time hood on his way up. He sold numbers, took bets. He was a bloodthirsty loan shark.
Okay, honey, just take it easy and tell me the story.
That's what the trouble was all about. Briney kept placing bets with him and losing. When he couldn't pay it off, Buckets loaned him the dough at 50% interest a week.
50%? That'd rack up an original 100 clams to over $1,000 in less than 6 weeks.
Briney just couldn't pay it. I don't know how much he really owed. Maybe thousands. But he'd scrape together everything he had every week and give it to Buckets. Finally, there wasn't anything left.
Yeah. Did you know about the gun that O'Brien had?
Yes, he kept it there in the dresser. I didn't think anything about it. He'd had it for years. He brought it home as a souvenir from the service.
Yeah. Because I understand there was another mug with Buckets when he was here yesterday.
Oh, yes, Sigmund. He was sort of a combination bodyguard and collector for Buckets.
As a bodyguard, he failed Buckets' final examination, didn't he? Where does this Zig live?
In the same building where Buckets lived. Why?
Maybe Zig wanted the boss's job. No. It could have happened before. It's not the first time that a mug's been knocked off by his own muscle man.
Oh, Mike, do you think so?
Yeah.
How many times do I have to tell you not to walk in on me? Briney would knock your teeth out if he was here.
Now, what's the difference? You got company.
You know, you keep splitting your face like that, and I'll do it for O'Brien.
Okay, Dollar. So you lose. I have a very, very good buy for you tonight. A necklace of real, genuine, simulated cultured pearls. Hey, maybe your boyfriend might pop for you, huh?
This isn't my boyfriend. What? This is my...
Agent. Yeah, I'm her agent. I represent Miss Saramis in all of her theatrical efforts, enterprises, and golden opportunities.
You do? You must not be very, very busy.
No, but I'm very, very good at dusting off. Who was that miserable little creep?
The local pitchman and concessionaire. Fats Tyler takes a cut from him and lets him peddle hot stuff to the girls backstage.
Mm-hmm.
He's a real pest.
That's Tyler, huh? I think I'll have a talk with him in his office. Bye, doll. I'll see you later.
Well, what are you staring at?
You know, I wish I could say that we'd met somewhere before.
From now on, you can.
Yeah, that's right. What's your name, baby?
Chinchilla Jones. But my friends call me Chili.
Yeah, but you're not, baby. You're not.
That bent. And, whose little boy are you?
I'm my mother's little boy.
What do you do?
I'm an agent.
Oh, one of those.
So what's wrong with being an agent?
Oh, nothing if you have no self-respect.
Oh?
Oh, I have an agent. He lives in Newark. I never see him, even on leap years. He just takes his little 10% and never gets me a job.
So how'd you get this one?
You want to know?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you. I was working in a joint that was even crummier than this place, and for $25 a week less. Then Very tells me about the spot that's open here, and, well, I mean, even he's smarter than an agent.
Baby, you let me be your agent, and I'll make sure you're kept busy.
Yo! Beat it!
You, what's it to you?
I got business.
So have I.
Your rat boss got his last night, and I'm not going to pay you anymore. Besides, I've paid that $50 at least I have a dozen times.
Well, I'm still collecting it.
Well, I'm not paying it.
You heard the lady.
Oh, I heard the lady.
Nobody can talk to my agent that way.
You know, I'm gonna look that kid up in his pad and take a look at his etchings.
You know, Dog, just for that, I'm really gonna get you a job. And not one penny of commission either.
Yes, I've heard of you, Hammer. But don't start throwing your weight around here.
Oh, no. Let me be the first to inform you, Fats, that you're a very lucky man. You're probably the only mug in existence that I can't belt in the jaw in the due process of conversation.
Meaning what?
Meaning that if I let you have it just once, you'd probably fly apart like a jigsaw puzzle. Now, I don't want to be up for a murder rap. So I've discovered another means of extracting information that is much, much more reliable than a lie detector.
I'm not interested.
Now, when your nose reaches the halfway mark, you hear a bell ringing in your ears and your eyes light up with a bright red light. And lo and behold, the truth comes out. Now let's have a little talk.
Okay, cut it!
All right. Yeah.
What you want to know?
Buckets Marburg is operating in your joint, right?
That's right.
Why did you let him?
He gave me 20% of everything he took out of my club.
And that included bets, loans, and so forth. What else?
Anything else he could get going?
He was operating in other joints, too, right?
A couple others.
How was he doing?
He had it made. Good. Every year it got better. Buckets was planning. He had big ideas.
And he was on his way up. And somebody wanted to take his business over. Zig? Yeah, Zig was around at the old stand collecting tonight.
Could be.
Could be. You also want to take over, right?
Me? I got enough worries.
Oh, that's what you think. I'm going to let you in on a very juicy type secret. Your worries are just beginning, and they'll never end until I can get O'Brien off the hook. Don't forget that, huh? To Chinchilla's dressing room to talk to Zig, if he was conscious. He'd recovered and beat it. So I decided to look him up at home. Sometimes I learn a lot when I see where a man lives and how he lives. As I left the club, Chinchilla was just starting her number. Zig lived in an old building on a side street, the same in which Buckets had kept his apartment. If Zig wasn't home, I intended to stick around until he showed up. But he was home, all right. You know you look better without him.
I ain't even gonna tell you the lie. I'm gonna tell you all.
You know, now I know why you wear those glasses, to keep the hair out of your eyes.
You got me.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
You know, if you wouldn't talk so much, you wouldn't get into so much trouble.
You ain't no agent.
You're a psychic. My name's Hammer.
Mike Hammer?
Yeah?
From New York?
Yeah?
Sure.
Now, let's sit down and talk about Bucket's Marburg, huh? Now, if you were supposed to be his heater, how come you weren't with him last night?
Well, most of the time I didn't stay with him at night.
No?
No need to. I was around mostly when I had to collect and he had a lot of bills on him.
Yeah? Well, just where were you when Bucket's got it?
I was here. I was in bed. Cops say got the blast about 4 o'clock. Yeah, they busted in and woke me up.
Oh.
Dead tired.
So how much money did Bucket's have on him?
About $5,000.
Did you tell the police that?
Oh, why should I? Put the finger on myself? Maybe are you crazy? Besides, they already tabbed O'Brien.
Yeah, but O'Brien didn't have the money to go out and buy a gun to get Buckets with.
I used his own rod, didn't he? After he got the dough, he stashed the bills away.
It don't add up. No. If Buckets was afraid of O'Brien, how come he didn't stay with him?
Buckets wasn't afraid. He didn't take that deadbeat piano player serious. He got plenty of threats all the time. Yeah. So, this time he was wrong.
Hey, then you got a key to Bucket's apartment?
Huh?
Come on now, a key. Don't talk so much, huh?
Oh, key!
You're welcome.
Hey, one thing, maybe you don't know, Hammer. Buckets had a gun, too. He kept it in his apartment. When the cops found him, it wasn't there.
You got it?
Oh, I ain't got it. But somebody got it. O'Brien?
No, not O'Brien.
Hey, you worry me, Hammer. I don't like a loose rod floating around.
Makes two of us, Zig. Hey, get some sleep, huh? You look terrible.
Bucket's apartment was one floor down from Zig's and was a layout of a different color. As Fats said, Bucket's had been doing all right. On the carpet, the Jersey cops had drawn a chalk outline where the body had been found. It was near the door and seemed to indicate that Bucket's had recognized his visitor and started to let the killer in. I got down on my hands and knees and examined the spot when I got a whiff of something resembling perfume. After nearly 24 hours, it was growing faint, but it was still there and smelled miserable. Cheap perfume. It took time, but I shook down Bucket's cabinets, closets, and drawers, every place. I couldn't find any perfume. Shaving lotion, yeah, but it wasn't the same. I didn't know what the cops thought about it, but I decided I better pad back upstairs and ask Zig what he knew, if anything. And then I heard it, very faint. I'd figured Zig took Buckets in order to move in, another small-time rackets rumble. But Zig was eliminated. O'Brien was still in custody. Fats could have done it with a faked alibi, but that stinking perfume got me. Could it have been a dame? She knocked off Buckets first, and then Zig because he knew. Why? To split the racket? Jealousy? Revenge? Well, there was time to get to Zig's place and back again between numbers on the show.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, honey.
Mike, I'm a married woman.
Yeah, stop raising your engine, honey. You just passed Hammer's olfactory test.
What do you mean?
I'm looking for a particular kind of perfume.
What kind?
What kind? How can any guy describe a perfume? You can't carry a sample of air around in your pocket. All I've got is a bad memory in the back of my nose.
As bad as that?
Yeah, I think it was.
Must have been awfully cheap perfume.
Yeah, speaking of which, do you remember smelling any cheap perfume on O'Brien when he came home last night?
Of course not.
Okay.
A woman's awfully quick to smell a strange perfume. More so than a man. Besides, if there'd been any on Briney, I'd have told him so.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't know what line the cops are going to take on this, though. I mean, they've already got O'Brien tagged for cold turkey.
What are you talking about, Mike? Make sense. Do you think a woman shot Buckets?
Yeah, maybe. No, it's possible. You know, Zig got himself killed tonight.
Zig?
That's right. And that's one they can't pin on O'Brien. Whoever killed Buckets also killed Zig, and you can turn that around and play it in reverse, too. Well, you get yourself dressed, huh? I got a little sniffing around to do. Aha! You know, I've been asked many times what my salary is for this nerve-wracking work, and I refuse to say because, well, nobody would believe me. Oh, but sometimes I become disillusioned and confused and wish I could return to a life of quiet contemplation. For your help and assistance in my research, sponsored by the American Foundation of Kissing Cousins, I want you all to know that some people have all the luck. And that all your cousins should be very, very happy.
Look, laugh, cry, or drop dead. I really could care less.
No, baby, over here. Channel something or other, isn't it?
Yes, why?
I like it. I didn't expect it, but I like it.
Hey, that's my girl.
Where's the sign that says so?
Very, very go away.
Yeah, go away from her.
Stop it. Lay off, will you? Do you hear me?
Boy, you miserable little creep.
You're a big man, ain't you? I'm just as big as you are. One move and it don't make no difference if you're 10 feet tall.
Oh, very, very stop it. Now, don't be stupid.
Stupid. Yeah? She's always calling me stupid. She's always sneering at me and makes me like. And me, I'm always trying very, very hard to please her.
Like that money in the suitcase that you took from Buckets when you knocked him off?
Yeah. She's always calling me a small timer. But me, I'm moving up. I'm taking over my Buckets. And Zig, too. You know, Zig called me tonight, and he was still acting like a big shot, you know? But I showed him. It was just me now.
Just you and that stinking perfume you try to peddle. What'd you do? Try to sell a bottle to Buckets as an excuse to see him?
Oh, that? Oh, yeah. You know, he started to laugh, threw it on the floor and broke it. Then he never knew nothing else.
Neither will you, very, very. Now put that heater down before I take it away from you.
Don't move. Chinchilla. I tried very, very hard.
Give him a break.